Now it's time to go. Dr. Ron's the star of the show. Unfiltered thoughts, uncut and raw. Brace yourself for what you saw. No holds barred, no safety net. Uncensored truths you won't forget. Sharp as steel, bold as brass. Dr. Ron's here to school your class. Laughs and truth, they'll intertwine. Real talk served with a twist of line. Medicine, life, and what's absurd. Here's your dose in every word. So buckle up and hit K now. Unfiltered, farther than another tribe. Dr. Ron's in lights alive. Uncensored rise, let's take a time.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ron here, host of Dr. Ron Unfiltered, Uncensored, with episode 606. Excuse me. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to revisit seed oils in light of a more intense research on this subject. I did a podcast on this subject at the end of 2024, and I rightfully talked about seed oils and their toxicity, their inflammatory properties, their carcinogenic properties. But I want to come back and give you the science, because not all seed oils are poison. It is the processed, adulterated ones, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. I just want to remind our wellness warriors that one of the biggest issues we face in our healthcare system is our dependency on medications and treatments that do not address the root cause of problems. And here's the hard truth, warriors. Physicians are the third leading cause of death in America, followed by heart disease and cancer. Following heart disease and cancer. So between medical errors, wrongful diagnoses, overuse of medications, we're facing an epidemic of unnecessary harm. Studies show that misdiagnoses and missed diagnoses are alarmingly common. And honestly, you and I deserve better. Now, let me be clear. I'm not here to demonize the entire medical profession. There are definitely brilliant and compassionate doctors out there. But I am advising you to be your own advocate. Never accept a medication or an injection or a procedure without fully understanding what's in it, understanding the long-term studies behind it and its potential side effects. And ask questions. What is the root cause of my issue? If a doctor says you have pneumonia, well, what caused my pneumonia? What kind of pneumonia is it? Are there non-invasive or natural alternatives? And what are the risks versus the benefits? So please don't accept any treatment without understanding its implications. I don't know whether this is the right time for it, but just a brief note about these virtual reality headsets. Just let me tell you that the EMFs are 2 to 5 times more radiation into adult brains than a cell phone. I know they're booming. I know the kids love it. But there is no long-term safety data on these devices. So let's be precautious. Yet let's use measures to keep this radiation down. Setting strict times on the use of these virtual reality headsets, increasing the distance between our headsets and our body. And as more information comes out, I'll let you know. But they do pose, in my opinion, a significant health risk due to the EMFs that they emit, really high. And of course, children are particularly vulnerable with their eyes and brains, absorbing 2 to 5 times more radiation than adults. So let's be careful, ladies and gentlemen. So we did talk about seed oils, as I said before, and we know that it is claimed that they are toxic. But I did a deeper dive into the science, and a lot of this science is in animals. The scientific evidence, and there's a lot of disagreement. Like seed oils from soybeans, corn, sunflowers are high in omega-6 fatty acids, which I told you in some worry can cause inflammation. However, many studies show these oils, when part of a balanced diet, can actually be good for your heart by lowering bad cholesterol. So I want to revisit this and give you what I have learned over the past several weeks doing research and talking to Professor Brian Peskin. So let's rip the Band-Aid off and empower you so you can take charge of your health. We've exposed the seed oil deception, but I didn't want to leave you with half-truths. So let's start with the truth about seed oils. Soybean, corn, canola, sunflower sounds natural, but it's not. These are not the oils of our ancestors. These are industrial byproducts, mass-produced for profit, not for your health. And they are flooding our food supply, and they are wreaking havoc on our body. So what's the big crime here, Dr. Ron? Well, the big crime is the processing. High heat, chemical solvents like hexane, which is a toxic industrial chemical, heavy metals to speed up production. You wouldn't put this stuff in your car, but we're eating it. These oils turn rancid, they get oxidized, they form a sludge packed with trans fatty acids and free radicals. So as I said previously, if you want inflammation, you want heart disease, keep eating this garbage. Now here's the kicker. Cold processed oils are better, but that's not even enough. Only organic ensures you're not getting a dose of pesticides, not getting a dose of chemicals and toxins with every meal. This is the difference between poison and nourishment. If your cooking oil is not organic, throw it out. Processed seed oils are contaminated, and they're making us all sick. All cooking oils, ladies and gentlemen, must be organic, period. No further discussion. We hear a lot about linoleic acid, omega-6. What a disaster. Well, I'm here to tell you, your body needs omega-6, but only from the right sources, organic, natural fats like our ancestor ate. What's the problem? Well, we're drowning ourselves in toxic, processed, and here's the operative word, adulterated omega-6 while starving for omega-3. This throws off a major imbalance between the omega-3, omega-6 fatty acids and is wreaking havoc with our health. The processing is the crime. High heat, chemical solvents. They turn these oils rancid and like oxidized sludge, and they are crapola. So remember, even though cold process is better, it's not enough. Only organic ensures you're not getting a dose of pesticides, chemicals, and poisons with your meal. So we have to stop settling for the cheap processed stuff. It is garbage, ladies and gentlemen. All cooking oils must be organic, or you could be eating poison. And let's go talk about omega-6. Yeah, you need it, and you need lots of it, but it must be organic and natural. We're drowning in processed, adulterated, non-functional omega-6 from these processed oils while starving for omega-3. And I'm here to tell you this imbalance is a disaster. Ditch the processed crapola. Eat more real food. And to ensure you're getting fully functional essential fatty acids, my recommendation, which you should check out, is eating and taking organic EFA supplements. Eat real food, whole, unprocessed, the way nature intended it. Your body is not a machine. It's a living system that needs real nourishment. And remember, only sunflower and safflower oil contain the critical omega-6 essential fatty acids your body needs on a daily basis. And we talked about Easy Trek with Dr. Peskin a while back. Easy Trek would ensure you're getting fully functional essential fatty acids. So supplementing with EFAs and taking Easy Trek if you're really having problem with inflammation will get you back in balance and not the omega-6 imbalance, the huge doses that we're taking in. Your brain only needs 7 milligrams. And yet the fish oils and these oils that they use for cooking give us hundreds of milligrams. Toxic to us. That's why there's so much trouble with them. And that's why it's hard to find a study that is positive for marine lipids. So throw out those processed oils. Read the labels. If it's not organic cooking oil, it's garbage. Diversify your fats. Okay? Sunflower oil, safflower oil, olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil. They're your buddies. They're your allies. But again, remember, only sunflower and safflower oil will contain the precious EFAs, essential fatty acids, from omega-6 that you need on a daily basis. Hey, folks, the pharmaceutical industry and the food industry, they're not your friend. Pharmaceutical business would go out of business if everybody was healthy. So they have to sell you something to control the symptoms, not get to the root cause. So let's take back control. Let's stop being a victim. Let's continue to educate ourselves, demand better, and taking charge of our health. It's not trendy. This is not a trendy fad, but it's about survival. And we have the power to change our lives. Let's stop the giants from poisoning us. Okay? It is about our survival. So I was going to combine this podcast with a interesting subject about longevity and exercise. I think I'm going to save that for the next podcast and talk to you about different experts' vision and studying and challenging the mainstream narrative that if you exercise, you're going to be healthy and live longer. So we'll get into that, and we will have a discussion about, is exercise good for you? Will it really help you to live longer? I think you're going to be surprised with what you hear. And it's not just opinions. It is based on science and based on lots of specialists that I have interviewed during these past couple of weeks. So exercise and seed oils, they can shape your health and longevity. The seed oils have dangers. The exercise has dangers. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Dr. Ron, host of Dr. Ron Unfiltered, Uncensored. And we will bring you another episode about that exercise paradox. In the meantime, be well, stay healthy, take charge of your own life, be a wellness warrior. Do not be a victim. One last thing, I was just looking at my notes. I wanted to thank everybody about their comments on the Frequency podcast. But we'll be doing more on that also. And we'll be working and having topics about why are working with frequencies so impactful, how to harmonize your physical health with frequencies, why frequencies can have a faster impact on your body than supplements can. We'll talk something about quantum science, how certain frequencies can be individualized almost in every case. And It's really an interesting topic because, as I have been telling you, it is the medicine of the future and it is here now. So let's keep tuned for that. Dr. Ron Unfiltered. I'm on Podbean, but I'm also on Spotify and Apple and just about any place you get your podcast from. So thank you for listening. And we will have Freddie take us home. But remember,
you want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
let's make sure we can handle the truth, even though it may be dissonant for us and cause us to have some discomfort, because we always feel comforted when the evidence that we are presented with goes along with our established beliefs. But if it does not, it causes cognitive dissonance and makes us feel uncomfortable. So get ready for that. Have a great day.
Hey everybody, Dr. Ron's finished for today. I hope you got some good wisdom for what the man had to say. If it's all about good health, he's the man you got to see. He has a lot more answers for you. So tune in next week when the doctor is in the house. Or when the doctor is in the house. Let the doctor know what's bothering you. When the doctor is in the house. The doctor is in the house. Doctor is in the house. Let the doctor know what's bothering you. I'm sure he can tell you just what to do. The doctor is in the house. The doctor is in the house. Let the doctor know what's bothering you. When the doctor is in the house. So if you have a pain, call the doctor. If you have a strain, call the doctor. Let the doctor know what's bothering you. When the doctor is in the house.